city of Cincinnati. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Cincinnati Bengals.
Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
We are set to go. Evan McPherson to do the honors, and we are underway from Cincinnati. And they'll get him down inside the 30 to 27.
Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The NFL's leading rusher in 2019 and 2020, Derrick Henry. And he's going to have a Ravens first down as the tackle made at about the 38.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side, the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Jackson. This throw taken in by Isaiah Likely. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Here's Jackson. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
From the gun, Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35.
And it's 3rd down.
Again, Jackson. He'll try and do this himself. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down. Well, you know, paramount for this defense is trying to keep Lamar Jackson somewhat contained when he tries to run. They did a pretty good job of it there.
And you know it's so difficult for every defense that has to prepare for Lamar Jackson? You have to think and play at the same time. And I know that sounds like something you're supposed to do, but when you have to think about your assignments against him, it often slows down your feet. You don't move as fast. You got to be prepared for this guy every step of the way and then try and match his athleticism.
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Down the left sideline. Certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were a nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
This will be caught at about the 6. Calling a gain of 6 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd down. And he went in route there from the slot for the completion.
Love how he runs his routes because it's all setting up your defender. Give him a little something one way, take it the other way. Head and shoulder fake. Sometimes you make one step to the outside, then break it inside. Really well-run route.
Jackson. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Well, this defense, so many things to worry about in the red zone area, but you'd have to almost think that Lamar Jackson running the football, that might be number one.
It should be number one, and in this portion of the field where things shrink a little bit because the receivers can't run past anyone because they'll run out of real estate, you should have all eyes on Lamar Jackson when the ball is snapped and try and keep it back in the pocket.
Yeah, I don't think that they were surprised he was running it there. They just couldn't stop him, and he ends up in the end zone. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
So that'll be no better than an incompletion, and it'll be 2nd down. Now it's Burrow. Throw right side, pulled in by Higgins. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 6-0 our score after 1. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Throw left side, complete to Chase. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And it'll be 4th down. They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. Now a short one to Gesicki. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good.
7-yard gain.
I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Got him in. It's Brown. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it's 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Now a short one to Gesicki. Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there. And
it's caught at the 10. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Andre Yoshibas. 45 yards. And the Bengals are an extra point away from capturing the lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Here's Jackson to throw. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that will bring up second down.
Second and 6 at the 35-yard line.
Now it's Jackson. They set up the screen for Henry. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Play action. It's Jackson. And that will be incomplete with the clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
Incomplete.
The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. To throw again is Jackson. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
Back to throw here. And it's caught. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was hit.
Touchdown! Derrick Henry in the final seconds of the first half. And the Ravens have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Well, CD, you know he's got great options at wide receiver, tight end, but there he looks to the backfield, and it results in a touchdown.
I love how you laid that out. So many options. You maybe forget about some of the ones that you should be covering. And they made them pay with that one, didn't they? You forget about the guys in the backfield, they're eligible too.
Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. That's caught. And he is into the end zone. So they get 2 more on the board here just before halftime.
Bengals 8. Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Tyler Luke to kick off for
The
Baltimore.
Bengals with work to do in this third quarter, but they'll get the football first as we are back underway. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing.
He's got a man complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Give him 30 yards there.
That's good for a Bengals first down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a first and 10 at the 42-yard line. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a first down.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
So first and 10 now from the 30. Burrow looking to pass. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 12. Second play in a row with a 12-yard gain.
Well, they certainly had their share of troubles running the football in this one, but this play is almost an extension of the running game right here. They set up the screen, let him work out in space on the perimeter, and he turns it into a big pickup.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Over the middle, it's complete. And the Bengals are going to be looking at first and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Now it's Burrow. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Chase Brown from 4 yards out. And the Bengals are an extra point away from taking the lead. Zach Taylor's made the decision. They'll go for 2 here. Burrow's going to look to throw for it. And he is into the end zone to give him a 2-point lead. Could have been up 1 with a point after, but they go for 2. It worked.
It almost seems like they're trying to set an identity, doesn't it? We're going to be one of those teams that every time we get a chance to put extra points on the board, we will. Because really it's minimal in difference, right? Whether you're up 1 or 2, a field goal can still get you.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
At the 34-yard line.
Final minute now of the third quarter. Throwing is Jackson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and now fall incomplete.
Part Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
He'll try to pick it up himself. And it is caught. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. Jackson going to keep it. Sheds off the tackle. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Cincinnati. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. To throw is Jackson. He's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. It was Myles Murphy who fired in and got him to the ground.
It's 2nd down.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Jackson now. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
Partner, was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on 2nd down.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
I like what they tried to do there. Tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he could make some yards after the catch and pick up a 1st down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to do it himself. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still a long way away from kneel down time. So they've got to work on getting 1st downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going. And above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
And he's got a Bengals 1st down as the tackle made at the 35-yard line. And this is exactly what you're looking to do offensively. If you can start stringing some runs together like this, you'll keep churning out 1st downs, and that's going to put you in a great position to carry this one home. A first carry for Samaje Perine. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Here's Perine again on 2nd down. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
A gain of 9 yards. And the Bengals 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Oh, they'll try a jet sweep here with Higgins. Yeah, I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line.
It's a loss of 2.
And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. 2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. Well, now they'll try the end around. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Now it's Burrow. Now a short one to Gesicki. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Here we go with Burrow. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. Here's 1st and 10. Now Lamar changing the play. Now Jackson. Jackson going to keep it.
His running ability has been an extra dimension of the game plan thus far. For once, though, he doesn't create any magic against the front that's prepared for him to try and take off.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Bengals' 45-yard line.
They'll come up now on 2nd down. Not liking the look. They'll change the play. Jackson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good for Baltimore.
Here's Jackson. Jackson going to keep it. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Well, another fine run right there for Lamar Jackson and CD. That one puts him over 100 yards now for the ballgame.
And remember when all we talked about were 100-yard games from running backs? That when a quarterback did it was a surprise? With Lamar Jackson, that's part of the package as well. He'll have as many 100-yard games in the season as the top running backs in the league.
Here we go. 1st and goal. Throwing. Jackson. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
With no timeouts left, that's a dangerous proposition working the middle of the field. Fortunately for them, that one fell incomplete.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Jackson. Jackson going to keep it, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Myles Murphy in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
It's 3rd down and goal.
Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission,